Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Janvallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari, Jaya Gopi Janvallabha, Girivaradhari, Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Janvallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Janvallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Janvallabha, Jaya Girivardhari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari.
Hare Krishna. So very warm welcome to all of you for today's session on the Srimad Bhagavatam. We'll start our session with the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी. So we discussed in our previous session that how the Supreme Lord, he is the devotee of the Lord. He is always in line with the Lord. His desires are in line with the Lord. And the Supreme Lord, he is present in every living entity as Paramatma, as the super soul. And he is the Supreme Master. He is the master of all masters. He is he is the maintainer, he is the creator, and he is the annihilator. So nothing can exist beyond him and nothing can exist without him. Now today we'll begin our discussion with text 39, Shloka number 39 of the 29th chapter of the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. न चास्य कश्चिद् दयितो न देशो न च बान्धवः आविशत्य प्रमत्तोऽसौ प्रमत्तं जनमन्तकृत् न चास्य कश्चिद् दयितो न द्वेष्यो न च बान्धवः आविशत्य प्रमत्तोऽसौ प्रमत्तं जनमन्तकृत्. Translation: No one is dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nor is anyone his enemy or friend, but he gives inspiration to those who have not forgotten him and destroys those who have. Very important shloka. In fact, there is a very similar shloka with respect to this shloka in the Bhagavad Gita also. Lord Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita also, he talks about it. He says, those who are, all of you can mention the shloka number in the comment section. Lord Krishna says, Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshyasti na priya ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mai te teshu chapyaham. Let me extract that shloka for all of you. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, so you can see on your screen. In the 9th chapter, the 29th shloka, you can see on your screen. Lord Krishna, in the 9th chapter, the 29th shloka, Lord Krishna says that Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priya ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mai te teshu cha api aham. So what is the translation? I am equally disposed to all living entities. I harbor no hatred towards anyone, nor do I favor anyone. However, my devotee who renders loving devotional service unto me is in me and I am in him. You see. So, very clearly, Krishna is saying, very clearly in this shloka, very clearly the Lord is saying that Samoham. Samoham means I am equally disposed to every living entity. Samoham, I'm equally, I don't, Name dveshyosti na priya. I have no hatred for anyone, nor I love anyone. That means there is unbiased character which the Lord has. There is no bias in his mind. Normally, in the material world, everyone is biased towards something, particularly towards sense gratification. You see, material world works in this way that wherever a person's sense gratification is involved, that kind of work a person will do, that kind of bias a person will have. The bias will always be towards sense gratification, right? But here, Lord Krishna, what is he saying? Samoham. There is no bias in Krishna's personality. He never hates or delivers anyone, hates or loves anyone. He has nothing to do with any living entity, right? Because Krishna is enjoying in his abode in Golok Vrindavan. He is not concerned. Of course, there is compassion towards all of us. Those who are in the material world, the Lord is compassionate towards everyone. Why? Because we are all his part and parcel. We need Krishna. Krishna does not need us. But yes, as a loving father, his tendency, his natural tendency is love towards all of us. Right. So, as a loving father, he is naturally compassionate towards every living entity. But a child cannot do anything without the father. Father is not dependent on the child. The child is dependent on the father, isn't it? So Krishna does not need us. It's just because he's compassionate, we are his part and parcel, he's loving father. So that's why, because of love, he cares for us. Otherwise, he's clearly saying here, Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu. Sarva Bhuteshu. Sarva Bhuteshu means the living entities of the universe. Samoham. I'm equal to everyone. I'm equally disposed to everyone. Name dveshyasti na priyani. I don't hate anyone nor I love anyone. But ye bhajanti to mam bhaktya. But bhajanti. Bhajan means to render loving devotional service to Krishna. Bhajan means seva. To mam bhaktya. Mam bhaktya means my devotee. If my devotee serves me, he renders loving devotional service unto me, then mai te teshu chapyaham. Then I am with those devotees and they are always with me. I'm always with them and they are always with me. You see? Now, coming back to the shloka that we were discussing in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this shloka is also very similar. What is Lord Krishna saying here? Nachasya kaschit daito. Daito means to favor anyone or to love anyone. Daito means if someone is very dear or if we are lovingly disposed towards anyone. So Krishna is saying, Nacha asya kaschit daito. I don't love anyone. There is no one dear to me. Okay. Nadvesho nacha bandhavaha. Dvesh means to hate someone. Dvesh. So Lord Krishna is saying, Nadvesho. I have no hatred towards anyone. Nacha bandhavaha. Nacha Bandhava. Nacha Bandhava means I don't have any friend also. Neither I have enemies nor I have friends. Okay. Avishatya pravattoso. And then the Lord is saying, Avishati. Vishati means to enter. Avishati also means to approach. Apramatto asav. Pramatta means madness or forgetfulness. So Lord Krishna is saying that if a person approaches him, if a person approaches Krishna, Apramat, and he is Pramat means basically madness. Here in this context, it is forgetfulness. So Apramatto means a person who has not forgotten Krishna. Okay. Pramattam Janamantakrit. Pramat means forgetful person. Jana means a person. So Pramattam Janam Antakrit. So Krishna destroys a person who is not conscious of him. Right. So very similar meaning to the shloka that we discussed in Bhagavad Gita. समोहम सर्वभूतेषु न मे द्वेषोस्ति न प्रियः ये भजन्ति tu मां भक्त्या मयि ते तेषु चाप्यहम्. Same thing Lord Krishna is saying here. Krishna inspires those devotees, Krishna helps those devotees who remember him, and Krishna destroys those who are forgetful of him. So how the Lord destroys those who are forgetful of him? So destruction means what? Spirit soul can never be destroyed. Krishna only says in the Bhagavad Gita, Avinashit tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham avyasya na kaschit kartum arhati. Lord Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita that Avinashi, spirit soul is indestructible. So Antakrit means what? Destructible means what? So how the Lord destroys a living entity? Destroy means to basically this material existence. Destruction is only in the material world. In the spiritual world, there is no destruction. So such a living entity who is forgetful of Krishna, he is sent into this material existence. And material existence is full of destruction, forgetfulness. Material world, everything is destructible. Right? That also Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sata. So it's the body, it's the body of the living entity which gets destroyed. So destruction means a living entity who is forgetful of Krishna. As soon as a living entity forgets Krishna, he is sent into this material world. Because in the spiritual world, you cannot forget Krishna. You are always with Krishna. There is no chance of forgetfulness of Krishna. And a living entity is always eternally engaged in serving Krishna. But as we know, Jive Swarupa Krishneri Nityadas, our constitutional position is that we are all lovers of Krishna, we are all servants of Krishna. So we are eternally engaged in serving Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. But there is a minute freedom which is given to a living entity, to all living entities. Very tiny freedom. By misuse of that freedom, a living entity cannot destroy the creation or he cannot do much harm, right? By misuse of freedom or free will, a living entity will not be able to do anything in the whole creation. But he can harm himself. So how he harms himself? So a living entity, when he misuses his freedom, that choice is always there to misuse the freedom. If you can't misuse your freedom, then where is freedom? There is no freedom, isn't it? If you cannot misuse, then that is not freedom. So that minute, very tiny freedom is given to a living entity, and as soon as the living entity misuses that freedom, he is sent into this material creation. And this material creation is, as we know, so that little independence that is given to a living entity, that little freedom that is given to a living entity, as soon as a living entity misuses that freedom, is sent into this material world, which is destructible by nature. That's what he's saying here. Pravattam Janamantakrit. But the Lord also says, Avashatya Pramattoso. But those who are not forgetful of Krishna, what happens to them? Those who always remember Krishna, those who are not forgetful of Krishna, what happens to them? Avishati. They are helped by the Lord. Krishna loves his devotees. So this is called forgetfulness. This is called forgetfulness. Many times I have described earlier also that as soon as a living entity enters into this material world, because of how he enters this material world, why he enters this material world, because of misuse of his tiny independence. So because of misuse of his independence, he is put into this material existence. And as soon as a living entity enters into this material world, so when a living entity enters into this material world, what happens? As soon as the living entity enters, what happens? He comes under the influence of avidya shakti. Avidya shakti is what? That potency of Krishna which puts a living entity into forgetfulness. Right? So as soon as a living entity becomes forgetful, that is called pramattam. That forgetful living entity. Right? And then what happens as soon as a living entity forgets Krishna? What happens? He forgets himself also. Both happen simultaneously. As soon as Avidya Shakti acts, a living entity forgets Krishna and himself. So when he forgets himself, what will happen? His original identity is gone, isn't it? Identity means to know who am I. Now, if I have forgotten myself, what happens? When we go to sleep and when we start dreaming, we forget ourselves, isn't it? In a dream also we are working, but without knowing who am I. That is called illusory way of working. That is called illusory world. So from the real world, Golok Vrindavan, we enter into this material world called illusory world. Why? Because we have forgotten ourselves. So that living entity, or because of forgetfulness of ourselves, our original consciousness, our original identity is gone. So original identity is called ego. So our ego or real ego becomes false ego because of forgetfulness, because of contaminated consciousness. Why consciousness becomes contaminated? Because we have forgotten Krishna, we have forgotten ourselves. And consciousness becomes contaminated because of the three modes: Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun. So these three modes start acting on us and our consciousness becomes polluted and we forget ourselves. Right? So in this way, a living entity, because he wanted to forget Krishna, because he misused his freedom. So that is what Lord Krishna is. Pravattam Janamantakrit. So a person who wants to forget Krishna is put into this material world, which is a world of destruction. Why? Because Punarapi Janma, Punarapi Marana. We have to keep changing bodies. Constantly we get destroyed and we think that we are dead. And again we get a new body. Again death comes, again body, again death. So in this way, the Lord puts a living entity into forgetfulness or destruction. But a living entity who is conscious of the Lord. So if suppose a living entity has fallen into this material world, now again he comes to realize his original position. And how we come to realize our original position? By Shravanam, by hearing from the spiritual master. So by hearing that Shravanam, if we come to realize our original position, then what happens? Then our desire, our consciousness, our ego gradually starts moving towards our real ego. Our false ego gradually becomes real ego. Real ego means to know who am I. So by hearing from the spiritual master, we come to realize who am I. I'm a spirit soul, I'm a part and parcel of Krishna. I'm not this body. So once a living entity realizes this, then his forgetfulness of Krishna is gone. Now he is always remembering Krishna. And now he wants to go back to Krishna. So Krishna helps that living entity to come back to him. This is called Krishna's help. This that's what Lord Krishna is saying here. He inspires those, he helps those who are not forgetful of him. So the Lord helps them to go back to their original destination, which is to come back to him, to go back to Goloka. Krishna, the Lord, he takes them back to Golok Vrindavan, to the spiritual world. Right? So this material world is designed in such a way so that we are always forgetful of Krishna. That is why it's a war against this material energy. A devotee of the Lord, he declares war against this material. We have declared war against this material energy. This whole material energy is designed to make us forgetful of Krishna. And we want to go the other way. We want to always remember Krishna. So it's a war going on. It's a battle between us and the material energy. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, all of you mentioned the shloka number. Maya dakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetu nanena pante jagat viparivartate. That Arjuna, under my supervision, this material energy is going on. Devi hesha gunmai mam maya duratteya mame ve prapatyante maya me tam tarantite. Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that Devi hesha gunmai mam maya duratteya. This material energy, mam maya, this is my energy. Made up of Daivi Hesha Gunamai, made up of the three modes Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Right. So Daivi Hesha Gunamai, Mam Maya Duratya. So Lord Krishna is saying that this material energy, which is made up of the three modes of material nature, is very difficult to surpass. But Mami Vya Prapadyante Maya Me Tam Tarantite. But a person who surrenders to me, but a person who abides in me, Maya Metam Tarantite. He is able to cross over, he is able to surpass Maya. So that's what human life is meant for. So with great difficulty, a person comes to this understanding of bhakti and then he wants to go back to the Lord. Right? So when a person surrenders to Krishna, when he becomes a devotee of Krishna, then Krishna, he helps that devotee to fulfill his desire, which is to go back to home, back to Krishna, back to Golok Vrindavan. So how do we come to this true understanding? By Shravanam. Only by Shravanam. That is the only process. So that's what we are seeing here. Those who are new to the channel can subscribe. All of you can like, comment, share. We'll stop here. We'll continue our discussion in the next session. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.